Today, we're going to be talking about the best finished bourbons. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today we're going to be talking about the best finished bourbons that I have in my collection. I'm not saying that these are the best finished bourbons ever made necessarily. Some of them could be there, but these are my personal favorites and ones that I have in my collection. So enough talking, let's get into it with the first one here. All right, first one up here is actually a rye whiskey. It's not technically part of the list, but it is because it's so good I had to mention it. This is Hemingway rye whiskey finished in rum-seasoned Oloroso sherry casks, and this thing is incredible. I tried it for the first time at a bottle share with a buddy of mine who knows some people involved with this brand, and we were doing just this crazy bottle share. I had so much super rare whiskey, stuff you've never seen, stuff you didn't even know existed, and he pulled this out, and I was like kind of going in my brain like, is this really what you want to do? You want to bring out Hemingway rye while we're trying, a 2012 GTS and a 2013 WLW, and I was like, all right, fine. So he pulls it out, and I try it, and I was like, this is one of the best rye whiskeys I've ever had. I think it's made my favorite rye whiskey list. If I had the bottle at the time, it definitely did, because it's up there for me. It's one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. So not a bourbon, but it's so good and so slept on that I feel like I had to talk about it. Moving on to the next one. All right, first one up here officially on the list, that's a bourbon. This is Maker's Mark BRT02. I have BRT01 as well. It's pretty surprising that a Maker's Mark product made a positive list, just because I'm not a big Maker's Mark fan. Nothing against them. It's just not my thing. But this was really good. I have a BRT01 and 02, and I always go back to the 02. For me, it's just a little bit better, a little more well-rounded. The BRT01 is just a little more sharp, a little more spiky. Funniest thing about this one for me is that I notoriously do not like French oak. This is a French oak stay finish on the BRT, and I absolutely love it. So I have officially found one that I like that is a French oak finish. It's just so decadent. This is like dessert pour all day for me. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's one of the best things that Maker's Mark has ever made. The other one might be on this list too. But if you've never tried it, hunt this down. I don't know how hard these are to find at this point. It's from 2022, so it's a few years old. But I figure you could probably find a few of these hanging around on the secondary market somewhere, or in a liquor store that that doesn't have a ton of stuff always. This might be one to track down. It's really freaking delicious. So if you can find a way to get your hands on this, I highly recommend you do so. Moving on to the next one. You know what? While we're on the Maker's Mark train, let's just go ahead and get them both out of the way here. This is my favorite Maker's Mark product of all time. I think it is the best thing I've ever had from them. It's the gold standard for me for Maker's Mark. This is Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series BEP. This is from 2023. I absolutely adore this thing. And the BEP is finished with 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. This one is just so good to me out of all the wood finishing stuff I've had. And I've had more than what I own. I just thought the other ones were kind of just not remarkable enough for me to seek them out. So I've bought the ones that I could find out in the wild. This one to me is just so incredibly good. I feel like people forget how good this one is. I think it's the best one that I've had. I haven't had all of them. I think I've had I would guess around 80% of the Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. So there's 20% there that I haven't explored. But I mean, if it's better than this, I would be very surprised. I mean, this thing is just so incredibly delicious. I still see people finding these at allocated drops across the country. I know last November I saw somebody get one at a North Carolina drop. So they're still out there around in some capacity, and definitely on secondary pages. If you can, or if you're interested, I'm telling you, someone who's not a big Maker's Mark fan, this is what they should be doing. I mean, this stuff is just absolutely delicious. So BEP is fantastic. Moving on to the next one. Up next is a brand that I've just become a total fanboy of, and it's just so funny to me how much I went from not enjoying their stuff to enjoying all their stuff. This is Penelope. This is Penelope Bourbon, finished in Rosé Cask. This is the Rosé Cask finish. I love this thing. I think I'm in the minority with this, but I really, really like this one. This is a go-to for me for summer drinking. It is so light and fruity and delicious. I really do like this thing a lot. I was so skeptical about trying this, and then someone was just like, you should try it. I think you'll like it. And they were right. And I don't know what made them think that I would like that. I don't drink rosé wine. I don't like finished bourbons, typically speaking. I don't like Penelope at the time. So I don't know what this person saw in this bottle that were Brad's gonna like that. But god damn it, they were right. I really like this thing. This is my second one of these. I just love it. I love everything about it. It's I feel like I'm drinking strawberry bourbon. It's just so incredibly delicious. So if you've never tried one of these, try one. It's very interesting, and I fully admit this is not for everyone, but it is for me, and I love this thing. Moving on to the next one. We knew it was going to come down to a Jack Daniel's, but probably not the one you're thinking. This is Jack Daniel's Distillery Series, Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, so essentially their bourbon, finished in Oloroso Sherry Cask. Now, you probably were expecting the Oloroso Sherry Cask to be finished in this, look like this bottle. But this one is not what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about this bottle right here, the Tennessee Taster. It is much different than this one. This one is their American single malt whiskey finished in Oloroso sherry. This is their like Tennessee whiskey bourbon finished in Oloroso sherry cask. And this one is so much better. The proof's the same, but even the nose on this one is just so much better than the single malt. This one has like a raisiny fig note to it. This one smells like mold to me. And I know that sounds gross, but I do like this one too. But yeah, it smells like I don't know. It's just not my jam. This has all been people drinking it because they were curious because I had one. I will keep one of these on the shelf if I ever find another one of these because a friend of mine got it at a Air Force base, I believe. But this is not the one I'm talking about. This is the one you want. This one is fantastic. It's it's not one of my favorite things that they've ever made, but it's definitely one of my favorite of the Distillery series, Tennessee Tasters. This one's it's just fantastic. It's super jammy and figgy and plum, really vibrant. Stone fruit, whatever category of fruit that is. It's very good. So if you ever see these out in the wild, which these are still around, I still see these from time to time in my travels, grab one of these. These are fantastic. You're going to dig it. Moving on to the next one. You also probably knew that a conviction bourbon would make this list, but this is not a shameless plug. I also want to address this. There's somebody floating around there. I see him online every once in a while saying that I'm paid by conviction. First off, I have never received a single solitary penny from conviction. This is just straight up love from a North Carolina boy to an amazing North Carolina distillery. My relationship with them happened completely organically, and I wish they would pay me. What can you do? I get stuff from them from time to time, but it's only because I love them, and I have told them that I don't like things they've made. You can ask them. I'm not shy about that. And there's a reason that there's only one finished bottle in this, because this is the one that I think that they do the best. They do a French cask, they do an Oloroso sherry finish, and honestly, those are not for me. I don't like them. But this one, I think, is one of the best products they make, period. And I'm talking about the Conviction Naranja cask finish. This is like finished in the Naranja. I always mess this up. What is it? Vino de Naranja casks. It's a wine, essentially. And this right here, with the way they do their finishing, is so much better than the Penelope Valencia. If you like the Penelope Valencia, you should seek this out and give this a try. This is everything that's good about the Penelope Valencia cranked up to about 13 or 14. It is just so much better. It's an old-fashioned in a glass, and I believe this is the last one of these they're doing, and makes me really sad. I mean, look at the color on this thing. It is dark, man, and it is higher proof. It is 104 proof, whereas the Valencia is 95 proof. Proof is not everything. We know that, but still, I think this one is just far superior, and to me, it's not even close. I loved and still do love the Penelope Valencia when I tried it the first time, and then I tried this, and I was like, oh, this is what they were trying to do. This is just infinitely better in my opinion. So moving on to the next one. All right, this one surprised the hell out of me because typically I don't love Oloroso sherry, which is odd because a few of those have made this list, but they're really few and far between. And this one, to me, blew my mind when I got it. This was a barrel product that was sent to me not too long ago. I just did a review on it a few weeks ago, and it is a barrel bourbon finished in PX sherry casks. It's a 6-year-old first edition of this. This just blew me away. I initially, when I thought of this video, I had the ice wine finish in mind because I really, really like the ice wine finish, but this one for me just takes it. And everything good about the ice wine just makes it better. This one is just so delicious. I have yet to see these in stores yet, so I don't know if they're out there or not. But when these drop, keep an eye out for these. These are absolutely delicious. They're not super expensive. I think they're in like the $60 to $70 range, which I understand for some people they're just not willing to pay that. But remember, finished bourbons, there's double barrel cost in that. So just keep that in mind when you're talking about finishing double oaks. But this thing, what's in this bottle is so incredible. And it just kind of defied my expectations of what a sherry bourbon could be. It's just fantastic. So if you see these, make sure you grab one. Moving on to the last one. I debated back and forth going between this one and another one, and I landed on this one just because I feel like I like it just a little bit more. It's just a little more balanced, a little more approachable, I think, and a lot less divisive. This is the Penelope Havana. The bottle that I was talking about debating on putting on this list was the Penelope Rio, but some people just dislike the Amberana finish, and I get it, but I like it in some instances. I think the Rio is probably the best example of it I've had. It tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch to me, so I love it. But this one just takes everything about the Rio and just kind of makes it better. If you're not familiar with the Penelope Havana, this is straight bourbon whiskey finished in maple syrup and rum barrel double cask finish. So it's finished in maple syrup and rum casks. The American oak bourbon. So I assume 3 different casks. I don't know if the maple syrup and rum barrels is like we put both in one barrel. I don't know. But this thing is delicious. I have not gone back to it at all since I opened it. But I'm telling you, man, it's not because I don't like it. It's because I do like it, and I don't want it to go anywhere. And I don't know, and I haven't seen another one, so I'm trying to like not go too hard in the paint on it. But this thing is absolutely delicious. It's lower proof. It's just good, man. I feel like it got a lot of hype pre-release, and then when it came out, I didn't see anybody really talking about it. To be fair, I don't watch as much bourbon content as I used to, just because I make my own now, and I don't want to have someone else's opinion in my brain and like give me a preconceived notion or something. So maybe it is out there. I really, really, really like this bottle a lot. It's one of the best things Penelope's made, in my humble opinion. And if you are curious, you should track one of these down. They're good. So comment down below. Let me know what bottles I missed. What would you put on a best finished bourbons list? While you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We are very close to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.